The slap was so loud it drowned out the music. My cheek burned, my ears rang, and then came the splash. Red wine cascading down my silk dress, staining it like blood. Gasps erupted across the ballroom, a storm of whispers racing from table to table. And when I turned, my husband wasn't beside me. He was behind her, behind his sister, nodding, supporting the hand that struck me, justifying the wine that drenched me. That was the moment the air froze. That was the moment I realized I wasn't humiliated. They were. But I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I stood still, wine dripping down my gown, mascara streaking under the chandeliers as they laughed. My husband, his sister, the bride. And then the microphone squealed and the groom cleared his throat. I met her 5 years ago. My sister-in-law, the golden one. Perfect hair, perfect smile, perfect lies. She played sweet, but her kindness always had conditions. She thrived on control, and I, desperate to be accepted, was her favorite target. She tested me at every gathering. A dig about my dress being too flashy. A smirk when she asked if I actually planned to keep working after marriage. I forced a smile, believing she'd soften one day. But my husband always said the same thing. That's just how she is. Don't take it personally. Except I did. Every jab left a scar. Then came the late-night calls. Her name glowing on his phone at 1 a.m. His laughter fading the moment I walked into the room. She just needs wedding advice, he said. But no woman calls her brother at midnight to talk about flowers. I stayed quiet. I gathered proof like a soldier collecting weapons. Screenshots, recordings, photographs. Each one sharper than the last. I knew she hated me. I just didn't realize how far she'd go. On her wedding night I dressed simply. Nothing extravagant. Neutral makeup. A smile rehearsed in the mirror. I told myself, endure this night and she'll finally be out of your life. But then the slap. The wine. The silence. And my husband's betrayal carved deeper than her hand ever could. I looked at him and thought, you were never mine. Not really. And so I let go of love, of dignity, of hope. I held on to something else. Something sharper. Revenge. But here's what nobody knew. This plan wasn't mine alone. Weeks earlier, the groom had reached out. He'd seen the cracks. Heard the whispers. He needed confirmation. And I gave him more than that. I gave him the evidence. Every screenshot. Every call log. Every hotel room receipt. Every secret meeting between my husband and his bride. 2 families. 1 stage. 1 perfect day to burn it all down. So when the groom lifted the microphone, I already knew. The crowd hushed. The bride turned, glowing with laughter. My husband's hand rested on her shoulder like they had won. Like I was nothing. And then, the groom's voice cut through the ballroom. Steady. Cold. I can't marry a woman who's been sleeping with her brother-in-law. The words detonated. Screams. Chairs screeching against polished floors. My sister-in-law froze, her smile shattering. My husband's face drained of color. His eyes wild, searching for an escape. The groom pressed play. Recordings filled the air. Their voices, their laughter, their hotel room number, the dates. Her perfect image collapsed. His mask ripped away. I didn't move. I didn't need to. I stood there, wine-stained and smiling. Finally smiling. This wasn't chaos. It was justice. Every smirk. Every humiliation. Every lonely night I questioned my sanity. All of it avenged in one flawless collapse. They wanted me broken. Instead they were exposed. The groom walked out. Guests followed in silence. The music died. The wedding was over before it began. My husband called after me, his voice breaking, begging. I didn't stop. I walked out, my head high, my pride unshaken. Now, when people ask why I don't wear my wedding ring, I tell them it slipped off. But the truth, I took it off the night I learned what loyalty meant. It meant nothing to him. Nothing to her. But to me it meant everything. And when I close my eyes, I still hear that silence. The silence of a kingdom crumbling. It wasn't my humiliation. It was theirs. Shattered. Forever.